and the Atlanta Falcons. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Hey, Karen.
He takes it himself. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
This is a design look for Fields. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Pass brought in by Watson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go. Mayday.
We'll send a receiver left.
19 Here we go. Sit out.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. 319. Hey, can. Right.
Fields gets it out right quick. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here we go, son. 331. No mas. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line to gain. 1. Fields to throw. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so high.
He misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking. Score stays at 6-0. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
180.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Maybe some nerves. It's an interception on his first pass. And the Packers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it, because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down.
Don't jump. Ready? Move 58. Move 58. Set. Right.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Connects on one with Jameson Williams. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
Extra point by Kuhn is up and good. And the Falcons take the lead on that successful kick.
Packers 6. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return starts at the 3. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Receiver in motion going left. First down throw for Fields. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
11. Go.
Throwing on first down. Fields. It's cut right side by Watson. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Fields throwing once more. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 5-point first quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Packers will set up for the two-point conversion.
He's got it. Looks like both feet were in, and that's going to get them 2 points.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Fields this one at the 3. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's Goff on first and 10. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Breaks the tackle. No one's around him. He's got space. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields out of the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better and make it another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Right.
They'll run now on second down. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Hey, number 319 is what?
To the air on 3rd and long. It's caught by Hubbard. And he's brought down at the line. The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Oh my, low kick and short. He completely mishit this one. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Goff working from the pistol. Finds Woods. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's caught by Chris Olave. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. He got 14 yards on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Off play action, Goff. He rolls to his right. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Gonna throw again. Goff. Caught out wide. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second-quarter lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Falcons 21. Packers 14. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. Offense to the line fast. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Look at that power. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Give him 38 on that one. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run. It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to go. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Goff. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Goff tosses that quickly out wide. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
We go tonight.
Throwing again, it's Goff. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
Extend. 11-11. 3:31. EQ.
Fields on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's in second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his fourth first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. All right, Fields has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
Here we go, son.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go. Go.
And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half. And they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room.
47.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Pitts brings it in. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
One last play before the break. The final throw before the break. He's got it deep downfield. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Keelan Robinson bringing this back. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
Here we go. 222.
Play action, Fields. He beams one deep right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Let's see how that last incompletion affects this third down call. Counter play, Hubbard. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Here's a design run. Fields has it. He's got room to roam. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
Here we go, son. Green 19.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. Fields throwing here. It's incomplete. Here's Marshawn Lloyd. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. 319.
Running back sent in motion.
Extend.
Fields now, third and long. He's got his man. This is Kraft. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. How about that play, Brock? On third and 14, they find a way to convert. They'll come up on first and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, he'll give to Hubbard. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Play action now. It's Fields. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Ten. Don't jump. Ready? Tonight.
He's got the first down grab and still going. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And he's denied the goal line. They pushed him out of the 2, and that keeps 2 off the scoreboard. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give them the ball at the 40-yard line. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Throwing is gone. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the 2, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Hits him on the in route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Goff back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. By a man, he's in the clear. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Falcons have the football, playing for their season here. They're trailing. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Super 1. What?
Here's Goff. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
He's got it near the 8. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You want to nerd out at the end of the year with me, Kate? We'll go back and look at the amount of time per completion in the league. The best of them are around 2.2 seconds. The guys that hold on to the longest, they're somewhere around 2.6 seconds. You give your quarterback that kind of eternity to throw, they'll find a completion.
Throws caught. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
They're going to throw again. Goff. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. And it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Has this at the 6. big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
EQ.
Fields out of the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down.
Here we go, son. Delta. Hey, can. Delta. Hey, no.
Fields to throw it. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They rolled him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Good. Easy. Hey, 3-19. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it complete to Reed. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. And that's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Hey, can.
Throwing again, it's Fields. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And they make the stop. I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Fields gets it out wide quick. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone. But what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Hubbard trying to run his way in. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Big moment here in this divisional round game, Bronk, as they line up for 3rd and goal. He's keeping it. Gotta get it forward. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Packers down by only 3. The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down.
319, hey, Ken. Angel. Go.
Desperation time here. And to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Picked off by, I love this name, Devon Diablo. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
The Packers take their first time out. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to pass it here. They find Johnson out of the backfield. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's in 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Now a give. It's McCaffrey heading right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Cornell.
Back to throw it. It's complete. This is Olave. And he is going to have the Falcons first down. And Brock that should clinch them this victory. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Not sure why they'd want to keep a rush for no gain, but that's what we just saw, Brock. They've declined the penalty.
You know, Kate, there's times as a parent, right, you want to teach your kids some tough lessons, but I don't think I've ever seen that on a professional football field.
So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.